I am the Reverend Gowan Pamphlet. I am one of the founders. My other founder would be the Reverend William Moses. We founded the First Baptist Church congregation 1776 upon the plantation of Green Springs.
My name is Reverend Dr. Reginald F. Davis. I am in my 20th year of pastoring this congregation behind a long line of pastors. And so we are continuing the legacy here at First Baptist Church that was started by Gowan, Pamphlet, and Moses.
Faith, as Hebrews says, faith 1:1, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right.
You gotta teach your people that they gotta stay faithful, believe, don't give up. And that's what the enemy are looking for. They're looking for that weakness. Yeah. And the weak ones among us. That's why faith is important, and why First Baptists have to continue and be the light in the darkness. And that's exactly what I call the church. I don't let my folks, in fact, I don't even want them to realize the building is just a building. Right. You know, the people are the church. Right. And so I tell them this is a hospital for the heavy laden and the weak and weary soul. This is an oasis in the desert, and the desert is slavery.
Exactly, and I think that people may have this misconception that when they went and brought our ancestors over here,
yes,
that we did not have some type of faith or we believed in some type of God.
Right.
But even in this American context, the context of racism and oppression, that even helped to solidify our faith in knowing that this situation that we are caught in beyond our control, that somehow God was with us.
Yes.
And that somehow this situation would get corrected. However long that may be, they had that faith that it would get corrected. It means something to be able to have that faith and to tap in on something, because African American people do have a common experience, and that is enduring the inhumanity, enduring what they go through, and to be able to affirm themselves among themselves that they are children of God despite what they hear in the wider society.
We are the oasis. Yes. So we got to remain different. And when people come in, and even my enslaved people, I was once a slave, I knew what that's all about. I provided the means that when even enslaved people come to that the church, when they break the plane of that door, all the shackles fall off, all of the oppression, everything, for at least the time we're in church, and it's 12 hours, Pastor. Morning, afternoon service, they are no longer slaves. They're no longer worried about bondage. They can be on committees. They can be deacons. They can be trustees. They can be teachers. It's not against the law yet for even slaves to be taught to read and write. But that's the importance of keeping the light, and as I call ourselves, a lighthouse. We're the beacon going, shining out into the darkness, drawing those that are lost into the house, that we can not only help them to become believers, and they become not only children of God, but this church, this now oasis in the desert, this now hospital for the heavy laden, will remain continuously, I say, throughout time, to continue to be that type of power, not only in this community, but in communities throughout the United States of America and the world.
And I think the importance of First Baptist Church history being told is that, to me, it represented the great contradiction.
Oh, yes.
You know, you're trying to set up this nation where freedom will be the centerpiece of your republic.
Yes.
But then how can you explain slavery?
Right.
So I think that First Baptist Church represents that great contradiction, because again, when it was founded the same year as our Declaration of Independence.
Absolutely.
So what you set up to represent, you did not practice when it came to the African American people.
Right.
Not only does First Baptist represent the great contradiction, it also represents that the history of America and the history of black people are inextricably tied together. Black people have been at the organic level in the development of this country, laid the economic floor of this country, built a whole lot of the buildings of this country. And so not to be able to tell that story, I think is a disservice going forward as we continue to tell the American story. And what we don't want to do as a country is to give other nations things to hurt us with, because they can easily say that you call yourselves a democratic nation, but look how you're treating the African American people. So we want to be able to take away from other nations things that they can use against us, to be able to really show what a nation of diverse people can be, what they can do. But in order for us to get there, we first got to take care of home. You know, as the scripture talks about, charity starts at home, justice starts at home, humanity starts everything starts at home first. Democracy starts at home, then it spreads abroad. So I think telling the story of the First Baptist Church is taking care of things at home first, recognizing, acknowledging, and then making sure that whatever mistakes were made in the past, that we don't make those mistakes as we go forward in the future.